Imagine you are standing at a serene lake and you are holding a smooth, disc-like stone. You throw your hand out, flicking it towards the end of your swing, and let go of the stone. You see this stone skip across the water's surface, leaving ripples as it goes across. This bit of leisure isn't just for fun. In fact, it is a metaphor for success and the overcoming of obstacles. In this video, we will be discussing how the qualities and ideas that are needed for skipping stones are the same as those needed for attracting wealth and avoiding obstacles. Namely, how this pastime embodies skill, a willingness to learn, perseverance, precision, and patience, and how these practice mindsets can make you a successful person in your personal life and in your professional life. Skipping stones as a metaphor for attracting wealth can be thought of this way. In order to properly skip stones, we need to select the right stones, use the right technique, and persevere through many failed attempts until we get the result we want. Within the context of wealth attraction, this means resource management, a willingness to learn and find the right technique, and a persevering attitude to push through inevitable failures and missteps that will happen on the road to wealth. The stone that is being skipped across the water is the effort you put into your pursuits and the resources that you allocate to them. Each time it skips across the water, it encounters resistance from the water, overcoming an obstacle, trying to kill its momentum. However, because it has finely tuned to the right angle, and because it was thrown at the right angle and with the right technique, and thrown enough times, the stone skips across the water. Similarly, you find success and attract wealth. By allowing yourself to fail and refining your approach, you can make an effort such that you are ready for obstacles and have a way to rebound from them without issue. On the journey to acquiring wealth, the most fundamental and important skill is perseverance and a willingness to fail. There will always be obstacles, and one of the best ways to overcome them is to fail faster and fail better. The reason for this is that inevitably you will fail somewhere along the journey, and the best way to push past these roadblocks is to learn from your mistakes. Success is built on knowledge, and knowledge is built through understanding mistakes and studying ways to avoid them. You should be willing and able to fail over and over so that you can learn faster and gain the knowledge needed to push through obstacles and maintain your momentum. Another reason why perseverance is one of the most important skills is that fundamentally it is the most important because it is to fail. However, picking yourself back up after you put in all your effort to do something can be demoralizing, and it can be tempting to give up, especially since there is no true guarantee for success. So why should you keep on trying? However, what sets the successful man apart from the rest is his undying spirit in the face of constant failure, and it is because of this spirit that he is successful. However, in order to become successful, pure perseverance isn't enough. You have to think clearly and be cunning with what you have and what you can get in order to gain success. Part of this involves finding the right resources, and in the context of wealth, resources can refer to anything that you will use on your road to success. If you can't see yourself using it, then all you can do is get rid of it. The mindset of perseverance matters here as well, since it is important that you are willing to experiment with resources. If you are not reaching success with your current resources, you will need to either change your approach or change the resources being used. Because this makes us more adaptable and more efficient in our pursuits, resource management is highly important. Another skill important on this journey is patience and precision. On this road, it is important not to get impatient. There is a natural time frame that it takes to do something or become successful. And oftentimes, it's tempting to rush the process. In the world of finance and business, this can often look like investors trying to cash in on technology that's new only for it. There be barely functional or hastily built businesses that put growth above anything else to the point that it is to the detriment of the business. This often results in poor long-term planning in favor of whatever happens to be the most profitable at that moment. Much like with businesses and technology, you cannot rush things unless you have the patience to do things properly. Otherwise, you may get ahead of yourself and build before you are able to support yourself, resulting in inevitable failure. Furthermore, success is found in precision, and often the best way to fine-tune our focus into the right path is to start with a large or intentionally vague scope for your pursuit, such that you can cut down on it or tighten scope until you have a clear plan for how you should pursue something. The result of all these skills is that we become like water, in that we change to fit whatever shape or approach would be most optimal. Because this mindset forces us to constantly experiment and try out our new approaches, we can quickly go through many failures till we narrow our approach down to the exact approach that would be optimal. However, there was a secret X factor that I did not mention till now, and that would be passion. The main reason that we can skip stones is simply that it's fun. Likewise, passion is the driving force behind all successful people, because it is what gives them the foundational desire that fuels them to persevere, learn, change, and apply themselves till they attract wealth and success to themselves. One of the most famous examples of the stone-throwing method for success being put into play would be the famous inventor, Thomas Edison. When he died, he had been valued at around $12 million US. Translating that to today's money, that's around $180 million. However, one of the things that defined his life was a willingness to fail and try again. And this is shown by his impressive record of 1,093 total patents to his name, and many of them were complete failures at the time. For example, talking dolls, the electric pen, automatic vote collectors, concrete houses and furniture, iron ore separators, and a machine to record messages from the dead, the fluoroscope. Each one of these were failed or abandoned for one reason or another, be it market collapse, dangerous technology, skepticism, lack of interest, etc. There are countless examples of Edison's failed inventions. However, these were stepping stones for brilliant inventions like the light bulb, the telegraph, the carbon telephone transmitter, the phonograph, etc. In his own words, "I have not failed 10,000 times. I've successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work." The art of skipping stones can show many things: patience, persistence, skill, and many more powerful traits that one should have. They teach us to never give up, push through hardship, and put in consistent effort, allowing yourself room to experiment and adjust our approach, because inevitably, if you keep up consistent effort, you will attract, overcome obstacles, and find success.